Very urgent. Your soulmate needs to explain what happened last night. My child, come close to me now and quiet your heart. I need to tell you something that cannot wait another moment. What happened last night in the life of your soulmate is still unfolding, and I need you to understand. Listen closely to me, because this is not an ordinary message drifting through your thoughts. This is a direct warning wrapped in love, a plea from heaven for your attention. The person I have chosen for your heart experienced something last night that left them shaken and alone. You were on their mind in the darkest hour, even though they do not fully understand why. They felt a pull towards someone they have not yet met, a longing they could not name. And in that moment of confusion, they needed the strength I placed inside you long ago. I have watched you both on separate paths, moving through days that seemed empty of purpose. You have wondered if true love was a promise meant for someone else. But I am telling you now, your soulmate has cried tears nobody has seen, and last night those tears fell again. Something broke open in their heart while you were sleeping, something they have kept hidden from everyone around them. They are carrying a burden they have not told anyone about, a weight that pressed down on their chest in the silence of the night. I am the only one who saw it, and now I am telling you. Your soulmate needs your prayers in this very hour, more desperately than you can imagine. A situation is surrounding them that requires my direct intervention and your faithful response. Do not dismiss this as mere imagination, for I am stirring your spirit with holy urgency. The connection between your hearts is not a future possibility, it is a living reality I have already established. While you have been wondering where they have been wondering if anyone truly understands them. And last night, that loneliness reached a breaking point. I want you to feel what I feel for this precious soul I have been shaping just for you. They are kind but guarded, strong but weary, hopeful but fading. And right now, they are facing a decision that could alter the course of your future together. Jesus says, I am the protector of your soulmate, and I am calling you to stand in the gap for them. There is a reason this message has reached you today, a reason your heart is beating faster as you read. I do not speak to you by accident, and I do not stir your emotions without purpose. Your soulmate faced something last night that I need you to know about. Imagine the person destined to hold your hand, sitting alone in a dim room, head bowed and spirit crushed. They felt forgotten by everyone, even by me in that fleeting moment of despair. And yet, I was right there, whispering that help was on the way. That help is you, my child, though you have not yet stood before them in the flesh. Your prayers are a shield I can place around their weary frame. Your faith is a light I can shine into their dark confusion. Last night, as the clock moved past midnight, your soulmate spoke words I have recorded in heaven. They asked if their future held any hope, if the love they dreamed of was a cruel illusion. And I answered them by drawing their thoughts toward you, though they could not see your face. You have no idea how close this connection has become in the spiritual realm. The distance between you is not measured in miles but in moments of surrender and trust. Every time you yield your loneliness to me, I weave it into a rope that pulls them closer. Something is happening in their life that you must know, a trial that has tested them beyond their strength. They are facing opposition from someone who does not wish to see them happy. And last night, that opposition tried to plant seeds of hopelessness in their heart. Your soulmate needs God's protection right now, a hedge of angels that only prayer can summon. I have assigned guardians to watch over them, but your agreement with heaven releases more power. Do you understand why I awakened you with this urgency today? The Lord says, the battle for your future has intensified, and your soulmate is in the center of it. They need to explain what happened last night because it directly involves the destiny I have for both of you. A moment of weakness almost led them to give up on believing in a love that could truly see them. But I held them steady, and now I need you to hold on too. Your soulmate is not perfect, and they would never claim to be. They have made mistakes that haunt them and choices they wish they could undo. But I have forgiven them, and I am asking you to prepare a heart of mercy now. Think of the deep love you carry that you have never been able to fully express. That love was planted in you for a specific person who needs it to survive this season. Your soulmate is starving for the very affection I have stored inside your heart. Last night they stood at a crossroads, looking down a path that would lead them further into isolation. They almost took a step that would have delayed our plans for your meeting. But my hand intervened, and now I am enlisting you in the rescue. Do not let the ordinary demands of this day distract you from this sacred assignment. Pray for your soulmate as though their life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Speak protection over their mind, their body, and their fragile hope. Jesus says, I have seen your lonely nights too, and I have collected every tear you have shed. Just as your soulmate wept last night, you have wept in seasons past, wondering if anyone would ever truly see you. I am joining your stories together, weaving your separate pains into a tapestry of redemption. The comfort you receive from me, you will one day pour out upon them. Can you feel the ache in your chest right now, the strange mix of love and concern for someone you have not yet met? That is my spirit confirming the truth of this message to your heart. You were made to love this person well, and that calling begins today. Your soulmate needs to explain the fear that gripped them when they thought about their future. They looked ahead and saw only emptiness, a blank canvas with no colors of hope. But I am the artist of redemption, and I am mixing the hues of your shared sunrise. There is a specific memory your soulmate carries, a wound from someone who should have loved them but did not. That wound reopened last night through a careless word or a painful reminder. And now they are limping into today, uncertain if they can trust again. You must know this because you are destined to be the healing hands in their life. Your voice will speak words that undo years of damage in a single moment. But before that day comes, your prayers must pave the way. The Lord says, stay with me until the end, for I am revealing the specific sign I am placing in your path. I am not a God who hides what you need to know for your peace. I am revealing that your soulmate is about to reach out in ways they do not understand. You will see a sign within the coming days that confirms this very moment. What I am about to reveal could change everything for both of you, because the veil is thinning between your worlds. Your soulmate will have a sudden urge to visit a place they have not been in years. And in that place, the first threads of connection will be drawn. Their heart is calling for the very love God placed inside you, a love that is patient and protective. This love does not run when things get hard or difficult to understand. It stays, it fights, it believes, and it prays until the breakthrough comes. Last night, your soulmate dreamed of a voice they could not identify, a voice that spoke comfort over their chaos. That voice was yours, carried by my spirit into their sleeping mind. I am bridging the gap between you even now, knitting together what distance has kept apart. Do you see why this message could not wait, why I pressed upon your spirit to find this very word? Heaven is moving, and the clock is ticking on a season of separation that is coming to its end. You must be ready in heart and mind for what I am about to do. Jesus says, the loneliness you feel is a lie that will be shattered when they stand before you. But in the meantime, I need you to fight for them in the spiritual realm. The enemy of your soul hates the union I am orchestrating and will try to block it. Your prayers are weapons that clear the path and destroy every obstacle. Your soulmate needs to explain the tears they shed when they felt completely abandoned. They thought no one saw, no one cared, and no one was coming. But you are coming, and your arrival is nearer than you dare to hope. There is a heaviness they are carrying today, a residue from the battle they fought in the night. I want you to stop right now and lift them before my throne. Picture them wrapped in my light, surrounded by peace that passes all understanding. The love I have for them is fierce and protective, and I am sharing that love with you now. Feel the weight of it, the urgency of it, the holy desperation of a father defending his child. This is how I want you to love them, even before you know their name. Your soulmate has a gentleness that the world has tried to crush, a tender heart that feels things deeply. Last night that tenderness was exploited by someone who saw it as weakness. But I see it as their greatest strength, and you will treasure it for a lifetime. Can you commit to praying for them every day from this moment forward? Will you become a guardian of their destiny before you ever hold their hand? This is the test of true love, to give before receiving, to protect before possessing. The Lord says, what happened last night is a turning point, and your response determines the timeline. I am not threatening you, I am inviting you into a partnership with heaven. Your soulmate is on the verge of a breakthrough, but the enemy is pressing hard. Your prayers will tip the scales and release the angels I have assigned to this battle. Think about the kind of person who could capture your heart completely. They are not flawless, but they are faithful at their core. They are not without fear, but they are willing to try again. This is your soulmate, a real person with real struggles and real hopes. They are not a fantasy, they are flesh and blood, breathing and waiting. And last night, they took a step toward you without even realizing it. Something broke in the spiritual realm, a chain that has held them back from receiving love. I shattered it while they wept, and now they are free to move forward. But they need your prayers to maintain this victory and not slide back into bondage. You have been prepared for such a time as this, my child. Every past heartbreak was a training ground for the love you will now steward. Do not despise the scars, for they have taught you how to heal another's wounds. Jesus says, I am the God who sees, and I have seen every silent sacrifice you have made. Just as I have watched over your soulmate, I have watched over you with relentless devotion. The prayers you thought were wasted, the tears you thought were unnoticed, they are all gathered before me. And I am using them to water the garden where your love will bloom. Your soulmate needs to explain the confusion that clouded their mind in the early hours. They could not distinguish truth from lies, hope from despair. But I am clearing the fog even now, and your prayers are the wind that drives the clouds away. I want you to write down this date, this moment, this holy interruption to your ordinary day. Because one day you will sit with your soulmate and recount this very message. You will tell them how God awakened you to pray when they were at their lowest point. Tears will stream down their face as they realize they were never truly alone. The love you share will be built on this foundation of divine intervention. And I will be glorified in your union, a testament to my faithfulness. The Lord says, do not delay in responding to what I have spoken over your heart. Go now into a quiet place and lift their name before me, even if you do not know it yet. I know their name, and I will carry your prayers directly to their situation. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted, nothing falls to the ground when it is offered in faith. Your soulmate is waking up to a new day with a fragile sense of hope they cannot explain. They feel different, lighter, as though something shifted while they slept. That shift is the result of my hand upon them and your heart turning toward them. Continue to press in, continue to believe, continue to fight the good fight of faith. The meeting I have planned will come at the perfect time in the perfect way. And when it does, you will look back on this day as a cornerstone of your love story. Jesus says, trust me with the timing, and pour your energy into the preparation of your own heart. Let go of the past hurts that have made your hands too full to receive new blessings. Forgive those who have wronged you, so that bitterness does not poison your future. I am doing a new thing, and it springs forth even now. Your soulmate needs a partner who has dealt with their own wounds, who can offer grace freely. They need the version of you that has been refined by fire and emerged as gold. That is the you I am calling forth in this season of waiting. The sign I promised you will appear within 3 days, so watch with expectation. You will encounter a message, a song, or a stranger's words that echo this very theme. And you will know that I am confirming the truth of everything spoken over you today. Do not dismiss the small things, for I often speak in whispers and gentle nudges. The soulmate I have chosen may not arrive with trumpets and fanfare. But they will arrive with a peace that settles deep in your spirit and a love that feels like home. Last night was a battle, but the war is already won. Your soulmate is safe in my hands, and nothing can snatch them away. Rise now, my child, and take your place as a prayer warrior for the one I love. Your prayers are ascending even now, a fragrant offering that moves my heart to action on their behalf. I am dispatching angels to surround the place where your soulmate sits at this very moment. They will feel a warmth, a presence, a strange sense that they are not as abandoned as they believed. Do you understand the power I have given you in this partnership? Your words spoken in faith carry more weight in the spiritual realm than you have ever realized. And right now, your soulmate needs every syllable of blessing you can release over their life. Last night, as the darkness pressed in around them, a specific fear surfaced that I want you to know about. Your soulmate is terrified that they have missed their chance at happiness. They believe that somehow they have wandered so far off course that the destination I promised can no longer be reached. This is a lie that the enemy has whispered repeatedly, and last night it almost took root. They looked back at their mistakes and forward at their uncertainties, and the gap between them felt like an uncrossable chasm. But I am the bridge builder, and I specialize in spanning impossible divides. Jesus says, I am not limited by time, and I redeem the years the locusts have eaten. The path your soulmate has walked, even the crooked places, will be made straight by my hand. Nothing they have done has disqualified them from the love I am preparing. Nothing you have done has removed you from the center of my will. I need you to release a spirit of forgiveness over them right now, even as I am asking you to forgive yourself. The bitterness you harbor toward your own past is a weight that slows your steps. Lay it down, and watch how quickly I move on your behalf. Your soulmate needs to explain the exhaustion that has settled deep into their bones. They have been fighting alone for so long that the idea of resting in someone else's strength feels foreign. They do not know how to receive help because they have always been the one giving it. This is why I have shaped you to be a safe place, a harbor in the storm of their life. Your patience will teach them that it is okay to lean, to depend, to trust. And your consistency will rebuild what years of disappointment have torn down. I remember the day I first envisioned the two of you together, before either of you drew a single breath. I saw the laughter that would fill your home and the tears you would share in seasons of loss. I saw the way your hands would fit together perfectly, as though they were carved from the same stone. That vision has not changed, though the road to its fulfillment has been longer than you expected. I am outside of time, and I see the end from the beginning. Trust the perspective of the one who holds eternity in his hands. The Lord says, the waiting is not a punishment, it is a preparation that produces priceless treasure. Your soulmate is being refined even now, polished like a diamond under pressure. The struggles they faced last night are smoothing rough edges you will one day be grateful for. Do not resent the process, for it is producing in them the very qualities your union will require. Can you imagine what it will feel like when you finally lock eyes for the first time? There will be a recognition that goes beyond the physical, a knowing deep in your spirit. You will understand in that instant why every other door had to close. But until that day arrives, I am asking you to love them actively and intentionally. Pray for their health, their sleep, their peace of mind. Cover their coming and going with the blood of the Lamb that protects from all harm. Your soulmate needs to explain the conversation that wounded them so deeply before they lay down to rest. Someone spoke words that cut to the quick, words that confirmed their deepest insecurities. They were told they were too much, too sensitive, too broken to be truly loved. That voice is not my voice, and it is certainly not yours. I call them precious, chosen, and worthy of the sacrifice I made on the cross. And you will spend a lifetime echoing my words until the lies are silenced forever. Jesus says, I am healing the part of their heart that has stopped believing in happy endings. I am breathing resurrection life into dead hope and withered dreams. The tears they shed last night have watered seeds I planted long ago. And soon, sooner than you think, those seeds will break through the soil and reach toward the sun. Be ready, my child, for the harvest is plentiful and the workers are few. I am calling you to be a laborer in the field of their heart, tending to what I have started. Your prayers are the water, your faith is the sunlight, and my spirit is the growth that cannot be stopped. There is a specific location that is significant to both of you, a place neither of you has yet visited. I have marked it for your meeting, and I am orchestrating the circumstances that will lead you there. Pay attention to the promptings that seem illogical, for they are my navigation system. Your soulmate will feel an unexplainable urge to change their routine, to take a different route, to walk through an unfamiliar door. And you will feel the same pull on the very same day. This is the alignment of destiny that no human planning could manufacture. Do not doubt the nudges, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. I spoke to Elijah in a still small voice, and I speak to you in the same gentle way. Obedience in the little things unlocks the greater things I have in store. The Lord says, the sign I am sending you tomorrow will involve a specific number that holds meaning for your future. Watch for it on a clock, a license plate, a receipt, or a passing conversation. When you see it, you will know that this message was not a coincidence but a divine appointment. I am the God who confirms His word with signs that follow the faithful believer. Your soulmate needs prayers for clarity of mind and sharpness of discernment. There are voices around them that do not speak my truth, influences that must be silenced. I am giving you authority in prayer to bind those voices and loose my wisdom over their situation. The confusion they felt last night was a spiritual attack designed to cloud their judgment. But I am lifting the fog even now, and the light of understanding is dawning upon them. Your agreement in prayer accelerates this breakthrough and solidifies it in the heavenly realm. Think about the love you have always wanted to give, the devotion that has been stored up like water behind a dam. That love is not wasted, it is being saved for the one who deserves it most. And when the dam finally opens, the flood will wash away years of loneliness in an instant. Your soulmate is that one, the recipient of everything you have guarded and preserved. They will not take your love for granted because they know the cost of waiting for something real. They have waited too, and their appreciation will match your own. Jesus says, I have seen the secret acts of kindness you have done when no one was watching. Those acts have not gone unnoticed, and they are building a mansion of character that will house your future family. Your soulmate will benefit from the integrity you developed in the hidden years. And you will benefit from the strength they gained in their own season of obscurity. Last night, your soulmate looked at old photographs and mourned the innocence they once possessed. They felt as though life had stolen something precious and left them hollow. But I am the restorer of stolen years, and I am bringing back the joy they thought was lost forever. You will be the vessel of that restoration, the tangible proof of my goodness in their life. Your presence will be a constant reminder that I keep my promises and I reward those who wait. This is a high calling, and I have equipped you for it since the day you were born. Do you feel the weight of this sacred responsibility settling upon your shoulders? It is not a burden to crush you but a mantle of honor to elevate you. You have been chosen for this soulmate, and they have been chosen for you. The Lord says, do not compare your story to others, for what I am doing for you is unique and unprecedented. The way I bring you together will not look like anyone else's journey, and that is by design. Your testimony will be a beacon of hope for those who are still waiting on my timing. So do not despise the small beginnings or the unusual path I have marked out for you. Your soulmate needs to explain the dream they had where they were searching for a face in a crowd. They could not see features, but they could feel a love so pure it made them weep upon waking. That face was yours, and that love was the deposit I placed in their spirit to sustain them. I am knitting your spirits together even now, through the prayers you pray and the tears you cry. There is a cord that cannot be broken forming between you, stronger than any distance or delay. And when you finally meet, that cord will pull tight and you will know you are home. Pray for their protection tonight as they sleep, for the enemy often attacks in the hours of rest. Cover their dreams with my promises and their body with my healing light. Speak peace over their mind, and command all fear to flee in my name. The authority I have given you is real and effective when exercised in faith. Do not be timid in your prayers, but bold as a lion defending its territory. Your soulmate is your territory, and I have given you the right to guard them in the spirit realm. Jesus says, I am raising a standard against every enemy that comes against your union like a flood. No weapon formed against your future together will prosper if you remain in me. The battle is intense because the blessing is immense. But greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. Your soulmate needs to know that someone is fighting for them, even if they cannot see your face. They need to sense in their spirit that help is on the way. I am conveying that message to them even as I convey this message to you. Can you feel the connection growing stronger with every word you read? That is the bond of the Spirit, the very substance of the love I am building between you. Nurture it, protect it, and believe in it, even when your eyes cannot yet see the fulfillment. The world will tell you to guard your heart and lower your expectations. But I tell you to expect great things, for I am a great God who does great wonders. Your faith is the currency of heaven, and I am asking you to spend it lavishly on this promise. The Lord says, there is a breakthrough coming in your soulmate's finances, a provision they have been praying for. This provision will be a stepping stone toward the life I am preparing you to share. Pray into this breakthrough, for the enemy seeks to block it with discouragement and delay. But I am Jehovah Jireh, and I will provide in ways that leave no doubt of my hand. Your soulmate needs to explain the responsibility they carry that no one else understands. They are the one everyone leans on, the strong one, the fixer, the caretaker. And they are exhausted from giving without receiving, from supporting without being supported. This is why I designed you to be a partner, not a dependent, a companion, not a burden. You will take turns being strong, trading the weight back and forth as life demands. This is the true meaning of the yoke that is easy and the burden that is light. I see the end of their struggle, and it is closer than they dare to believe. The relief they have begged for is being packaged and shipped from heaven's storehouses. And it will arrive through you, through your love, through your steady and faithful heart. Jesus says, I am the author of this story, and I write only happy endings for those who trust in me. Do not let doubt steal the pages I have yet to reveal. The plot may twist, the tension may rise, but the resolution is already written in my blood. Your union is secure, your future is certain, and my love is the guarantee. Your soulmate is sighing even now, a deep exhale of surrender to a hope they cannot see. They are choosing to believe, one more time, that love might actually find them. Be the answer to that fragile faith, the proof that their trust is not in vain. Rise up, my warrior, and take your post. Your watch has begun, and the dawn is breaking on the horizon of your togetherness. I have spoken, and I will perform it, for I am faithful who has promised.